It's snowing. It's January 28th, 2022. It's a Friday. It's around 10:30 in the morning here. I got home from work, and I did take a little bit of video of the snow. Nothing. It's already stopped. It was never. It stuck to the grass, but it's already melted pretty much everywhere else. Road surfaces and sidewalks are barely. They're just wet. It's just kind of very gray. So. But it was pretty to watch fall, and so I captured some of that at night, early this morning before the sun came up. So I like that. So better than it just being gray and cold, but still. Anyway. And I guess I don't really have much to talk about. Nothing really has occurred. I guess the only interesting thing, well, there's lots of interesting things, but I pick and choose what I want to talk about. But out of nowhere, a young woman that, this was like 2 years ago, over 2 years ago now, because I stopped going to Indianapolis meetings around the summer of 2021, because it was just getting too stressful and difficult with the pandemic, and then driving back and forth twice a week up to Indianapolis just to go to a meeting, and then there wasn't anybody there, and it was like it was I had to stop. It was just too much. But when I was still going up there, I met and was kind of part of some group, and and when I stopped going to those meetings, I didn't say goodbye. I didn't say that I was never coming back. I didn't say anything. I just stopped going, and no one ever said anything. No one ever checked on me. But then just a couple days ago, this one did, just to check on me. She just asked a simple question, by text. How are you doing in these strange times? So I sent a text back. I had uninstalled Instant Messenger, so I actually had to reinstall Instant Messenger just to see who the message was from and what it said. I was disappointed. It's like, oh, I was kind of hoping it was from somebody else. But anyway, so I was still glad to hear from somebody, I guess, and I will admit that 2 years ago, and getting to know this person, I liked them. I'd gotten to know them fairly well, and they were, of interest. I was curious to get to know more, but it just didn't ever materialize, like their situation, and I don't know. It was just strange. So I just ended up just leaving. It's like, okay, that's okay. I don't understand. So yeah. So on that one, I just, yeah. It's like, no. So, and I don't know if I don't even know if they even were aware that I was even, so it was probably better off that way. So anyway, but she did send a text, and I thought about it for a good 10 minutes. Like, what is, because it was very out of nowhere, and a very strange question. Well, just, how are you doing in these strange times? It's just so vast, and I hate the question, because it's so, I don't know what to answer or how to answer. So I wrote like just a little couple paragraphs, about how I'm doing. And then at the end, just to see if there was a conversation, I was like, I just asked a question to prompt more to see if, because I wasn't sure if maybe help was required, as far as like recovery kind of stuff. Because I know of her situation a little bit, not all of it, but I know there's other things. So I wanted to probe a little bit to see if everything's like really okay. Maybe she wants to talk, and she knows that I might have. Anyway, and I asked, "Are you still living in the Indianapolis area?" Which is very, just I'm not asking for anything specific. Just, are you still in the area? And not only did they not answer my question or respond in any other, their response just within a couple of minutes was hanging in there. As if I had, like, they answered a question I didn't ask. And it was like, did they answer the question that they thought I was going to ask? Like they'd already, like, or maybe they didn't even read my. So I just was like, okay, well, I have no idea what to do with this. So I was just like, okay, well, I'll just uninstall Instant Messenger again. And so that's what I did. So that's how I handled that. And so they're free to write again, and they have access to my stuff, so they can write again if they want. But if they don't ask or communicate, I have no idea. But they didn't ask me, it's like, where are you, or invite me to come up to a meeting or anything like that, or say anything of. It was strange. So I was just like, So it's probably better off that I just, did what I did and just like, anyway. And I guess the other thing that I'm going to write about, because this is something I'm more interested in, is that the Thursday night men's closed discussion. I'd been secretary off and on, and it was always the fallback secretary, the fill-in secretary. Whenever anything happened to the current secretary, it'd always fall back on me. Like, so, and we've run through a number of secretaries, and then this last time, it finally got somebody in there who's secretarying Thursday night, and I keep going just to make sure that he's still doing okay. It's been a couple months, and it looks like he's going to work out, and he's okay and agreeable to be the secretary. And it will be his job to find the next secretary when he's done with it. For whatever reason, it's going to be his, not mine. I don't want it. So good. And I had to double check with him. I was like, making sure, because Wednesday night, I don't remember which one I got rid of first, but I got a different guy to begin to secretary that evening, because that one also, I've been trying to get rid of it, trying to get somebody else to do the secretary, because I've been doing that one as the fallback, the fill-in, the impromptu secretary for years, and I just can't get rid of it. And so this new guy, other guy, started doing it, and he's been doing it for 4 or 5 months, and I still go, and that's the one I take Barbara to now, and I still go just to make sure he's doing okay and make sure it's getting done and all that sort of stuff. And I've filled in like 6 times because of his, different things that he has going on. So it's like, I hope I'm not just filling in every time, and it's like I just become the secretary again. And that's kind of what was and is happening. And because he got a promotion at work, and he's going to be working crazy hours. So he's basically not going to be secretary. So he has an idea about somebody else who might be able to do it. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know about this guy. I kind of broached the subject just this past Wednesday. I was like, did you see that letter from Aunt, from this guy asking about if you were interested. And he just seemed annoyed. So I don't know how that's going to go. But, and I'm checking on these secretary bits because the Tuesday night meeting has now asked me about secretarying out at Nineveh. And I don't want to become secretary for life of another meeting. Whereas, like, as soon as they get me in there, then it's just like, oh, it's his. Oh, and then I'm just kind of stuck, and I can't get rid of it. So it's like, I can't get rid of the Thursday night. I can't get rid of the Wednesday night. You want me to take over the Tuesday night? It's like, no. And I don't want to be made to feel or feel that I should feel guilty or bad for not jumping at the opportunity to want to serve my fellow man by doing this service position. It's like I don't get credit for what I'm already doing. That wasn't enough. I have to continue to do more. Since you're not there on the Wednesday and Thursday nights, it doesn't count. Since you don't see what all the other things that I do, all those other things that I do don't count. So, anyway, individuals. There are others that know plenty about all the other things that I do, and it does count, and it does matter, and people do understand. And it's not my job to explain to everybody. If I say no, I don't have to prove my case for it to be okay. It's like, no. If you have a problem with, if they have a problem with me saying no, that's their problem. They can talk to their sponsor about it. But I'm not getting bullied or railroaded into accepting another responsibility that I don't want. And there are more, I'm not the only person capable of doing it. There are other people that could probably benefit from it more than me. And do you want to put a person there that doesn't want to be there and will be upset about it and begrudged about it? And it's like, so I'm not going to accept it just because people or individuals think I should. No. If the other meetings I was clear of them, then I would think about it. But the Tuesday night, it's a trap. And I don't want, I am trying to become less. I think people rely on me and expect more than what I want to be able to give. Yeah, sure, I can do these things, but I don't want to. And but I'd rather be doing other things, and or at least have the freedom to be able to do other things and explore other things, instead of just being usurped. My energy, time, and just completely just taken by them. And it's like, no, I maybe I'm supposed to be getting stuff out of it, and if I'm not getting the stuff out of it that I'm supposed to, then I'm doing it wrong. That sort of thing. I don't know. And it just all makes me just feel like, well, I must be just a horrible person because I don't get that feeling of self-satisfaction and helping out and, saving the world that I'm supposed to be getting. And, I feel okay about things, but I don't need to secretary 3 meetings a week. I don't know many people that do. So, so I think the individuals, they just want somebody that they can feel that they can kind of boss around, and and I won't know much better. And it's like I'm not good at confrontation, and so I'd rather just do things instead of people, just pestering me about it. So I told Barbara, it's like, well, I guess I'm done with that meeting. I guess I'm just never going to it again. And it's like, that's my first, half thought. It's like, if it's going to be that way and they just continue to, it's like, or even if like I say no and then they have to get somebody else to do it, it's like, well, it's Eric's fault. He wouldn't do it like he was supposed to. It's like, what? And or I feel guilty because I feel like I'm made to feel like I should feel guilty or something. I don't know. It's like, And the person that asked me should never, if I volunteered to do it, that'd be one thing. And it's like, this is something, the secretary, can I do it? Can I do it? But no. So there are other people that would benefit much better from having that sort of accountability and responsibility, and they might even enjoy it and feel like they're, But me, on the other hand, I am spoiled for accountability, responsibility, and I don't need any more. I don't want any more. I've been indoctrinated enough. I don't need any more indoctrination. Please no. So there's that. So it's not that I'm ungrateful, and it's not that I don't care. It's just I've just had enough, and I'm not good at telling people things that they don't want to hear. But if I am pressed and backed into a corner, and I feel that I am being, then I will have to hurt some feelings. And that'll just be the way it is. And it's like, it comes back to you get to be who you are. You get to be an individual. You get to discover who it is that you actually are. And it's like, be yourself. Wait, don't, not like that. We'll tell you how to be yourself. You're doing it wrong. I don't know. So, none of this was really what I wanted to talk about. This helps, I guess, organize my thoughts, because I'll write about it later, or maybe I won't, I don't know. But I guess I just wanted to talk for a little bit. Not that anybody looks at these. I think that this one just sounded like I was just kind of complaining. But I don't know. So, I guess that's all I got. And I guess the other thing that I learned recently, with growing your hair longer, you're not supposed to wash it every day. I didn't know that. And so these past couple of weeks I've been trying to not wash my hair, which is different. And it's like, I don't know, it feels weird to me. So it's like just kind of has a weight to it, which is strange. But I don't know, I still don't want to get it cut. So I guess just everything is just stuff that I get used to. It's almost approaching 2.5 years long. I can't imagine if I had let it grow out earlier, like how long it would be by now. It was already, at 2.5 years from the length it was when I had it, the last time I had it cut in 2019, pre-pandemic hair. It's, I don't know if this is like, is that 2.5 years long? I don't know. This is what it looks like on me, though. And, I don't know. I like it. We'll see how it goes in the summertime again. Like, now that it's gotten this long, it's like, what do I do with it? Like, I don't know. Like, to go running and stuff? I'll have to, like, figure out, like, do I have to, like, figure out how to, like, style it or something? I don't know. But I guess I'll figure it out when the time comes, because that's only, like, not too far off. And I still plan on running as soon as, like, temperatures are up. It gets to 40 degrees and sunny, I'm okay to run. But, it turns out I don't like to run when it's really cold. I thought about it, and it's like, and it's like, no, it's just cold. I don't want to. So, anyway, I don't really have anything. I didn't really say anything worth saying, but I made a video anyway. So, I should go. Until next time, I suppose. I'd like to we'll see what happens. I keep saying that, and then nothing happens. Or maybe things are happening and I just can't detect them or discern them. And it's there. I've seen changes in writing, in style, in emotion. Is it leading somewhere? The willingness to change, the wantingness to change, the wishingness to change. Action.